You guys have probably heard about the Vegas TFT LAN, which is the biggest event that TFT has ever put on. You've probably heard about it, but the details, the nitty-gritty was revealed yesterday, so that's what we're going to be getting into today. We're going to be looking at the images here on Twitter, which kind of gives you a little bit of overview, but then we'll also be going through the article, so if you guys want to attend or want to know more info about it, this is the video for you. Okay, so the madness of TFT takes on Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Casino in an unprecedented event from December 8th through the 10th, which is like a weekend. One global stage, 512 competitors, no qualifiers, no special requirements, kind of. Like anybody can get on there, but I think a lot of the tickets will be gone for competitive if you are not at least master. I think most of them will be gone on the first day, but we'll get into that. So here we are. Here's the homepage for it, and then we will get into the article in a second, get more details. And then so the on sale dates, so September 5th, if you are challenger, and this is by the way, this is by set 9 ladder snapshots will be on August 30th. So it'll be on next patch pretty much. So you guys will need to be grinding if you want to qualify for these. So September 5th, if you are challenger, you can get on the presale. September 6th, if you are grandmaster or master, then you get the presale. And then September 7th, if you're below those ranks and you would still like to compete, that's when you can buy your pass. Or if you would just like to be a spectator, you can buy your pass on the 7th. And I would venture to say that I don't think they'll run out of spectator passes. I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. But if you'd like to play, I think you especially need to be master because I think all the tickets will be gone by this day. It's 512. It's a global event. I think if you're not master, I don't think you'll get to play. So you know, if you do intend to play, you should check that out. And then the last thing is prize pool of $300,000. Battle your way through 512 players for a chance to win $100,000 and cement your place in TFT history. All 128 players that make it to day 2 will earn a piece of the prize pool, plus exclusive in-game emotes based on your placement. One player in the world will earn the first place emote, which that is pretty cool. TFT really lacks a lot of like cool things to show off in game. I really hope they make the ranked rewards better this year because I have been challenger. I've peaked challenger every set, but I always let my account decay at the end of the set. I just don't care to play into the sets. And I've never once used my master reward because I let it decay to master 0p. I've never once used my master emote or anything like that. It's like, it's terrible. So I really hope this trend of making some cool things in game will transition into the ranked rewards. All right, so let's get into the details if you'd like to attend because there are some important details, especially monetarily. So let's get into that. So here we are with the article, event information. It's at the MGM Grand. We already talked about that. Main event. We already talked about this stuff. Second place tournaments. After players are knocked out of the first round of 512, they'll have the ability to register for a second chance. This is a first come, first serve event for 128 players. A second chance tournament mimics the rest of the tournament format, but in fewer games. The winner will receive a trophy, but no cash prize. So even if you get eliminated on the first day and you still really want to play, you can play. But you won't really get anything monetarily for it. It's just so that you don't, you pay for your trip, you go out there, then you just have you play for an hour and then you're out. That would suck. So there's some side events for spectators. Players who are knocked out of the main event may also participate in side events that will be set up within the tournament space. These events are for fun and also open to spectators. All participants can win prizes for playing in these side events. So seeding, players will initially be seeded by their average on their set 9 and set 9.5 ranking. So I guess it'll take the average of a bunch of snapshots. I'm not really sure how they're going to play that out. But after round 1, players will be seeded via snake draft based upon the points they earn throughout the tournament. I'm not knowledgeable enough on snake draft to explain that, although I have heard of it a lot. I'm just not a tournament organizer, so I don't know. Point system, points will be awarded based on results. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, i.e. first place wins 8 points, 8th place wins 1 point. I really like when they do in TFT tournaments where there's a differential between 4th and 5th, where you get like 2 extra points for a 4th versus a 5th. I actually really like that because I think it mimics the feel of ladder, but maybe that's not good. Again, I'm not a tournament organizer, but I do like when things mimic the way that you normally play the game. So I wish there was something with that, but whatever. All right, and then here is the schedule. You guys can go through this yourself. I will add a link. I'm not going to read verbatim this entire article, but I will add a link below if you guys want to go through this article yourself. And then the finals, here we are. Here's kind of like a visual representation, round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4. And then the finals day. Top 8 players will play in a checkmate format. The first to earn 20 points then get first place in the game and will be crowned the TFT Vegas Open champion. All right, here's the prizing information. So here is the graphic right here. $300,000 in total. Remember, the first place wins $100,000. My God, Donger J. So that's pretty nutty. And even if you get 128th place, you will still get $450. So that's pretty cool. Additionally, all players will receive unique in-game emotes based on their placement in the main event. Unique emotes for the tournament placements. And then here we are. Cool. All right, registration information. This is stuff that's really important for a lot of you guys. So competitor passes are $399. I mean, I guess that's how they're paying for this prize pool, guys. It is $399. But to celebrate the high, so that is general. That is if you want to compete, but you are below master, it'll cost you 400 doubloons. So players who are master plus will receive a $100 discount. So master and grandmaster players will receive a $100 discount and will be able to purchase it for $299. Challenger players will receive an additional discount and will be able to purchase their pass for $199. So not only do you get to buy the pass 2 days earlier, but it will also be $200 off if you are challenger. The cutoff date for the ring snapshots are August 30th. We will also have spectator passes available for anyone, and the passes for spectators is $150. And then here are the sell dates, as we already talked about before. And then how to purchase. We are building a custom website, so they will post it. So keep, you guys, make sure you follow the TFT Twitter and Mortdog on Twitter. They'll give you information. I'll probably make a video about it as well. So stay up to date. Follow these socials here, and that is the article, guys. That is it. So yeah. So I just want to close this video out, just kind of talking about the event and am I going to go? So I think the event is awesome. I think it's amazing that they're doing this, and the 300K prize pool is really cool. That's something that like no one ever thought would happen with TFT. I remember vividly, talking in set 4 with Mortdog. I didn't talk with him, but I remember Mortdog talking about that prize pool for TFT will never be something that you're happy with. That competitors are happy with. And I think that has been shown to not be true. Riot is investing a lot in the TFT. A lot of things have changed since then. The TFT team has grown substantially. They're investing a lot of resources into it. So I think that's really cool. Now, am I going to go? I would love to. And I actually do plan to climb to Challenger next patch. I'm going to make a really big push for Challenger. I was already going to do that. I always try to climb to Challenger on the regional patch, and we only have about 4 weeks left in the set. I do believe next patch is regional patch, because regional patch is always the most balanced patch of the set, usually, because it is the one with highest competitive integrity, and we're late into the set. That's usually when I try to make my climb, and I always feel good about it because that is also the hardest patch to climb, because it is purely about more so about game fundamentals than any other patch. Obviously, balance is never perfect. So, but yeah, so I do plan on making a big push for Challenger, and I can get that $200 discount. But let's just be real, guys. I'm just being real. I would love to go. And yesterday when they announced this article, I was thinking in my head how I could make this happen, how I could do it, how I could make some extra money to make it happen. But guys, that's like a $1,200 swing to make that happen, because it's $200. Assuming I hit Challenger, it's $200 for the ticket. It's probably a December flight to Vegas from Lafayette. That's probably gonna be like $600, $700. It really depends. I mean, December is a tough time to fly usually. And I got to pay for hotel and food. That's like a $1,200 swing, and I can barely afford my groceries, guys. If I didn't have so much going on at the end of this year, I would definitely do whatever I can to make it happen. And I really thought about it, and I am taking on I have another business I run that kind of like funds my ability to play TFT semi-full time, where I make videos for Amazon sellers and that sort of thing. I've expanded my business, and I'm taking on more clients, and I was doing that as a means to try to pay for this. But I just need to take on more clients anyways. I just need to work harder on that business. It makes me a lot more money than anything I do here. And yeah, so it's just, I don't think it's possible. I was trying to financially plan it, and I just do not think it's possible. Like I was going to take on more clients there. And then assuming I climbed to Challenger, I was going to do like a coaching fundraiser where like I coach a bunch of people for like probably like $30 an hour, and do like a big fundraiser event for it. But I do not think it's going to be possible, and I'm not willing to take on that financial stress unless I was able to raise directly $1,200 from that, which I don't think is realistic. I think I'm playing in a fantasy land if I think I can fundraise that amount of money by taking on some more clients and doing that, because I'm already going to be pretty financially strained at the end of the year. Just being real, I'm going to the UK in October to visit family. And so that is that trip is already paid for, but you know, missing 2 weeks of work for me and my girlfriend is too much. I have a wedding in December. My girlfriend has a wedding in October. So there is just way too much going on for me to be able to financially swing that. And maybe I can make it happen, but the stress that would put on me and my bank account probably is not worth it. But you know, maybe things will change. Maybe my girlfriend is looking for employment, so maybe she finds new employment and maybe something will change. I don't know. But as it stands right now, I would love to go, but it is just not financially possible at that ticket price, and just like also just flying in December and all that stuff is really tough financially. So it's just not going to happen for me. But I wish everyone luck who wants to attend, and maybe I'll be able to make it happen. But I have mentally given up on my ability to make this happen. It's just not in my financial wheelhouse. Anyways, that is it for the video. Appreciate y'all. Good luck at the tournament, and yeah, I think this is really awesome that they're doing this. I love you all, and I love TFT.